Madam is still holding it down while some of the greatest forces have mounted against her to take her down. And Tommy had to go ahead and get rid of her doctor. So what now? What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queen's Men video. And in this one, we talking about what is Madam's life looking like now that she is off her meds. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queen's Men content and conversations. I think this is going to be a good one, and it honestly was prompted by one of my subscribers. Now, I'm sorry I don't see your comment specifically. I think it might have been in a live stream, but you asked me to create a video about what it looks like now that Madam is off her meds, and then there's quite a few other people who were talking about it in the comment sections of various videos, so I said now is the time to explore. I'm going to share with y'all some comments from some dope subbies, and then I'm going to let you know what I think. Onyx Rose says, to be fair, the concierge plays chess, not checkers. I don't believe he's letting her dog walk him. He's moving smart and not off of emotion. Madam's quick wins can get her hurt in the long game. So much has been piling up on her, and she's off her meds. Very valid points, and I think that was in response to me talking about the concierge taking a little bit too many battle losses, but now that they got the truce going, it's looking all good and cool de la. Now, how long is that truce gonna last? I got a video to talk about that, so be sure to watch it right after you finish watching this one. Pretty Boy 650 says, it's like everyone around Madam is fucking up. Now that she has no meds, she might kill everyone. That is very much so a possibility. I don't put it past bipolar ass Madam to not clear the board and go find a new minion, go find a new number one in charge, go find some new fine Negroes, and like, you know what, I'm just gonna start over because y'all are too much for me. Now, it'll be a little bit of a stretch because we love all these characters, and I doubt Tyler will get rid of them because Tyler struggles with getting rid of characters. But it's something to be said about Madam maiming and or killing people because she's just fed up and she's off her meds, for sure. Now, Ramon Norwood posted a very long comment, but I want to focus in on the meds part. And it says, Madam is kind of off her meds again. So I guess it explains why she's dumb like this. Madam has been moving a little bit reckless. She has been moving a little bit sloppy. Things are still working out and holding together for her. But you were right. She is kind of moving dumb in various areas. And last but certainly not least, Carmel is good said Madam without her meds will be unhinged. And I think that we have yet to see what that looks like. Because we got to see Tommy bring her a bunch of other medications because he didn't know what her medications was, and he got some doctors to give him some stuff, and she picked what she liked the best out of all of it. We don't actually know what she looks like fully unmedicated. Now, when she comes off of whatever that is, and when that doesn't work because it's not actually her prescription or the concoction that she needs to manage her particular diagnosis, again, one that we don't know what the full thing is. We don't know if it's bipolar. We don't know if it's split personality disorder. We don't know if it's a combination of the two or neither. We have no idea. As we get to the point of her not finding a new doctor, we will start to see the results of that. And I believe, similar to what Carmel was talking about, it is going to be unhinged. The Madam that we have seen up until this point is the Madam, aside from episode 1, season 1, right? Where she's having that moment and all these versions of her are looking in the mirror and popping up, which I thought was such a brilliant use of like cinematography and great establishing shot for the pilot, by the way. Absolutely loved it. Since then, we have not actually seen Madam going through any type of episodes with struggling with her mental health disorder, struggling with whatever her prescription is supposed to treat her with. However, in watching her now be off the dosage that she actually needs for whatever this concoction is, while also facing greater stressor, right? She handled her former partner and took over eating completely, no problem. She was able to neutralize Detective Davis initially, no problem. Like, everything I feel like in seasons 1, 2, and 3 kind of went off without a hitch. The most stress that she's experienced have been around her father, like her father being captured, her father being threatened. But it's in this season that she's experiencing the most because she's going up against the concierge. Her father was taken again as a retaliation for Lotus. Her sister's coming back and coming after her. Her dances could be turning on her, El Fuego, once he finds out about Sandra. Like, there's so many different things. Detective Davis is building an even stronger case. There's so many additional stressors that could apply additional pressure on her mentally and exasperate the fact that she don't have the meds that she needs to support herself and keep her even keeled. And when we think about it, the reckless ass Madam who was willing to tell somebody to build a guillotine and tell somebody to do this and like kill people in all these ruthless ass ways. That madam was medicated. So the madam that is unmedicated is going to be that to the 6th power, y'all. It is going to get it's going to get like biblically diabolical up in here. If this woman really does run out of any type of medication. And not only will her enemies suffer, but I think the people around her will suffer. I do have a video talking about, is madam going to turn on blue? And part of my thought process behind that particular conversation point is that she could, in not being on her meds, we're already starting to see her question blue disappearing, questioning blue lack of transparency, questioning not knowing the ins and outs of what's happening in blue's life. Now we know that blue is in therapy, we know that blue is struggling with PTSD, but madam doesn't. And without her medication, she's probably leaning to assume the worst, assuming disloyalty, assuming betrayal. And she's going to act first and think later because she doesn't have the medicine telling her to calm her ass down. And that's just a good example of what could happen to the people who are actually close to her, right? We got to see her almost in Amp life over some money, and she was medicated. So when Amp decides to tell her that I'm making up with my mama, and Adam has decided that she don't want to make up with the mama, oh, so now you choosing her over me? Then I can go ahead and wipe you both out. I believe all of that could be coming if we go down the road of madam not getting a new doctor to get new prescriptions, and Tommy potentially not being able to refill these meds that he gave her because he's coming back too fast and he can't get a crooked doctor either. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I would love for y'all to chime in. What does life look like with madam off her meds? Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section down below. I'm your good sis you love to talk TV with, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.